We recently took our nearly 2-year-old daughter to San Diego for a week-long family vacation. One of my previous vlogs covers all the things that I pack for travel and vacation with a toddler, so be sure to go back and check that out. I was looking for a family vacation spot that had a direct flight from Boise, was toddler friendly with many activities, and had decent weather because we'd be going in the month of February. We opted for an Airbnb over a hotel, which I'll go over more later, but the first thing we did was stop at Sprouts to stock up on our own groceries for the week. I love Sprouts. I grew up grocery shopping here weekly in high school and college, and we don't currently have one where we live in Boise, so this was such a treat. Here's a little tour of the Airbnb that we rented for the week that we were here. I price compared hotels versus Airbnbs, and for the price, it just made more sense to have a place with a full kitchen, a separate bedroom for Brinley and ourselves. Most Airbnbs in the area seem to come equipped with beach chairs, beach umbrellas, beach toys, and other amenities that you would want if you're that close to a beach with a child. Unfortunately, this rental property didn't come equipped with the crib or the high chair, so we found a local company that delivered them just for the stay, and that's all included in my travel with the toddler video that I've posted previously. I specifically picked this property because it was only 3 houses down from the Mission Beach boardwalk, and it came with 2 covered parking spaces.
Boat. Is there boat? What color? What color?
Splish splash. Okay, we're all ready. Your first full day here. It is a beautiful sunny day now. Should we go get some coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have pigtails? Let me see.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
Cheese.
Look at that. Let me see.
After we had mapped out the different activities we planned to do while we were there, we decided that price-wise it made more sense to use a city pass rather than pay the adult ticket fee at each of the places we went to. There's several places that you can use your city pass to get into, but we used it at the Birch Aquarium, which we're at right here, SeaWorld, the San Diego Zoo, and the USS Midway. We had a really great experience. It was really easy to use it as your ticket when we entered into any of these places. Can you say hi to the fish?
Yeah. Hi, fish.
Wow. That's his legs.
Big boo.
Say hi, turtle.
Hi, turtle. Bye, turtle. Bye-bye, turtle. Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Who are you looking for?
Dory.
Dory?
Baby Dory is so cute.
Baby Dory is so cute. Oh, I found her. There's Dory. Do you see Dory?
Yeah. Wow.
The Birch Aquarium was really fun, especially with a child that's Brinley's age. I would suggest scheduling it like we did as one of your first attractions, or at least before you go to SeaWorld. Once you go to SeaWorld, I feel like the aquarium kind of loses its luster.
See horses? Come here.
Oh, that's cool looking. On the drive back from La Jolla to Mission Beach, we stopped here. This area is known as Children's Pool. It was designed with this barrier in the ocean to make a beach that was safer for kids because it blocked a lot of the waves, but it ended up attracting seals and sea lions. And so during this season, it's actually pupping season. If you look out, you can see one little baby with her mama over on the right side. And during this season, it's closed to humans just to protect the seals. We loved exploring Old Town. It was really easy to find free parking and it was really walkable. We took Brinley's stroller, but she liked to run around a lot. There was tons of shops, restaurants, really good food, live music. I think this was a Friday night. We didn't have reservations anywhere for dinner, but we were easily able to get a table for the 3 of us and enjoy this really unique area.
Tan sabana, porque muy despreciado, por eso no te perdono llorar. Yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me...
A lot of the attractions we had planned to visit didn't open till 9 or 10, but we were all up between 7 and 8, so we decided to start each morning by looking for a unique local coffee shop, and I think every single morning I said, this one's my favorite. So this one was my favorite of the day. It was walkable from our Airbnb right near Mission Beach. And then it was time for SeaWorld. We got there right when they opened so that we could cover as much ground as we could, plus catch a couple of the shows before Brinley's nap time, which is usually around 1. Again, we used our City Pass as our entry fee. This is not sponsored by City Pass. We paid as regular customers. Brinley was free at nearly every attraction we visited because she was under the age of 2, so we didn't need to buy a City Pass for her. SeaWorld parking was not free. It was $30 a day. They also have a little bit stricter of a policy about bringing in outside food and drink, although when we actually showed up through security, no one was really looking that closely, so I feel like we could have gotten away with packing our own snacks, but because their website made it so clear this outside food and drink was not allowed, we didn't even try. Along with all of the animal exhibits and encounters, there are 3 shows that SeaWorld has a few different viewings of throughout the day: the dolphin show, the orca show, and the sea lion show. And we wanted to watch them all. The dolphin show was the first one at 11 a.m. The orca show we caught at noon, and then we came back after Brinley's nap for the 4 p.m. showing of the sea lion show. All of the exhibits were incredible. Brinley had the best time, so did we, seeing all these giant aquatic creatures up close. So just my 2 cents, if you're planning out your trip and you're a little short on time, I would definitely prioritize SeaWorld over the Birch Aquarium. I don't think you necessarily have to make it to both, and SeaWorld will give you the same experience on like a way larger scale. This is the dolphin show. In total, I think it was only about 15 minutes. It was pretty quick, sweet, to the point. Right now, they're focusing a lot on conservation and animal welfare in their messaging because of the rebranding that they had to do. So the shows now are a lot shorter, and that's good because you're sitting in direct sunlight the whole time. So 15 minutes was great for our 2-year-old with the short attention span. This is the orca show. There's tons of seating and a splash zone. We opted out of sitting in the splash zone because we'd be leaving right after to go back to our Airbnb for Brinley's nap time. I touched on this in my traveling with the toddler video, but our daughter is an amazing sleeper in her crib or her own environment, but naps on the go is just not a thing for her. Luckily, we were able to get a hand stamp and keep our parking receipt so we could just return to the park once she woke up. While she napped, Zeb stayed back with her and I ventured out to Belmont Park, which was just a mile walk down the Mission Beach boardwalk from our Airbnb. We were back at the park just in time to make it to the 4 o'clock sea lion show. This is also a comedy show, comedy geared towards younger kids, i.e. a lot of dumb humor. After the show, we made it to all the rest of the animal exhibits and encounters that we hadn't seen yet, and we were able to cover pretty much the entire park throughout the day. Another day, another new coffee shop. This was my favorite of the day. I specifically looked for one that was close to Balboa Park because that's where we'd be headed afterwards to go to the San Diego Zoo, again using our city pass as our entry fee. The zoo was a little bit further from our Airbnb, so we didn't plan on going back after Brinley's nap. We just made it our mission to cover as much ground as absolutely possible before she crashed, so we got there right as soon as they opened. Unlike SeaWorld, the San Diego Zoo parking is completely free and they welcome outside food and drink. You can bring coolers, you can bring your own stroller, so we took advantage of that as well. If you've never been before, this zoo has its reputation for a reason. It was phenomenal. Even as adults, we had so much fun looking at all the exhibits, but for Brinley, it was just another level of excitement. It's so large. We relied on the map throughout the day to get us to any of the exhibits that we wanted to see because it just covers so much ground, and we were trying to make the most efficient path that we could. And in true 2-year-old fashion, the most exciting part of the zoo for Brinley was the fake statues. No matter how many cool live animals were around, nothing was truly as exciting as all of these lifelike statue versions. Again, I opted for a beach walk while Brinley was down for her nap, and once she woke up, it was time for our first full family beach evening. We broke out the beach toys that came with the rental unit, and it was a little chilly. It was February, but we just made the most of it. This was also Super Bowl Sunday. Our rental unit didn't actually have TV or cable, so we skipped the game and took advantage of having pretty much a private Mission Beach to ourselves.
Lisa?
Thank you!
Hey, Missy.
Kind of messy. Are you wearing a cute outfit?
Yeah. Cute outfit.
I love it. The next day was my birthday. I really wanted a place that I could have a fun brunch and a cute coffee, and I found this place called Morning Glory right in downtown San Diego. I loved it. It was so pink and decorated so cute. My coffee, I got a maple latte and a souffle pancake, and I have nothing but good things to say about this place. I even had to grab a few clips of their bathroom because it was just so eccentric and unique. After brunch, we headed to Balboa Park. You could spend hours and hours here, especially if you decide to visit many of the museums. Parking is free. A lot of the attractions of the park are free. The museums do have entry fees, although there are certain days where the entry fees are waived or half off. You'll want to look that up beforehand because I don't know how often that changes. But we found a kids' playground to go to. We walked through a Japanese friendship garden and had just a great time here. The weather was beautiful, and Zeb checked out the aviation museum as well. That evening, we had sunset family photos. I asked our photographer just to give us her recommendation on location since we weren't as familiar with the area, and she selected this Wind and Sea beach, and it was so beautiful. Now that my previous video has been posted, I can share that this was also a maternity shoot as we were announcing our baby number 2 on the way with these photos, and I'm so excited with how they turned out. For my birthday dinner, I wanted my favorite, sushi, even though I'd have to get a cooked roll because of aforementioned baby number 2, but cooked sushi is still better than no sushi. This place had really good reviews, and it was pretty close to the area that we had been in for our family photos, so we had a great family dinner before capping off my birthday evening with some card games after Brinley went to bed. Give me a swish swish. This area of San Diego is known as Embarcadero, and it's really walker friendly. We found a 3-hour parking spot, and then of course our coffee shop of the morning, this port side with a fun little igloo looking seating area. After our morning lattes, we used our city pass at our final attraction of the trip, the USS Midway. My husband's a commercial pilot, but he's also just an aviation nut, and so this was really cool. It was also way more toddler friendly than I expected. Brinley and I enjoyed ourselves, I think, just almost as much as Zeb did. We spent about 2.5 hours on the vessel exploring the aircraft carrier, the airplanes that were on board, and everything below deck. I think we could have spent even more time if we didn't have Brinley with us and we weren't ready for food by the end of it.
Right there.
Right there.
But
Hit it off the end of the boat. The speed make you go fast. You get the speed as fast as they can. Okay, come on.
Are you having fun?
yeah.
Really smile. You shifting? Shifting gears?
After the USS Midway, we walked down the boardwalk to the Seaport Village, which is really cute. Again, kind of like Old Town, it's got its own unique feel with lots of charming stores, restaurants, bars, live music, and it's next to the water. And before we knew it, it was time to pack up and head back to Boise. We considered it a very successful and fun family vacation to San Diego before we become a family of 4. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about San Diego or our trip, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.